Nigerians who are victims of impunity in government by corrupt political class are fed up. Good evening, everyone. This is BVI Channel 1. I am Asucheno Peters. We are back on Political Review. Today, we are going to be talking about the 2023 election, the Wike vow, and his outburst against PDP presidential candidate, promising probably to sink their ship. According to him, he go shock them. Now, this is just an intro of what we are going to be talking about tonight. Stay tuned. Don't go away.
The truth of the matter is that if you can't beat them, you join them.
I see they see with you. In a pen them wicked with your designers. You go to pepper them.
No, but whether you like it or not, if you don't wear it, which state will wear?
Yes, so we can pepper them. Pepper them. With your designers, you pepper them. We can pepper them. We are saying pepper them. Your designers, you pepper them. We are saying pepper them.
Let me say, and to let Nigerians know, nobody should say Wike has started though. Because when I start, I want us to come out in the public and tell the world. I'm not used to. If you say your mother will not sleep, you too, you will not sleep. I have not started politics. All I'm doing now is to deliver dividends of that's my business. When I start politics, I will show them. The year was I will they think it was a mistake when I went to read political science. Then I went again to read law. You think I don't want to do it? I will choke them.
Some people think say you did something, but them don't know say that Jesus we dey call moral, yeah. Nobody gets moral like Wike.
You're welcome back again. This is still BVI Channel 1 Political Review. We are sorry about that hitches in that network. Actually, it is raining, and you know how network is around here in this part of the world. I'm still Asucheno Peters, your host. On this program, Political Review, we talk politics. We talk politics that affects us, especially as Nigeria is in a political year going towards the 2023 presidential election, how it will impact in our lives as Biafrans, as Oduduwas, as Arewas, as indigenous people in Nigeria as a whole. So let us take a look at this Wike's outburst. We're going to be taking a look at some of his speeches and some of his activities, suggesting a couple of things which we are going to relay out to you in the, as we continue in this program. We'll be talking about the Wike's outburst generally. We're also going to find out how it will impact the 2023 general election. And another question is coming up. Who is Wike actually working for? And how important is Wike in all of this? Is he working for the APC, or is he working for the Labour Party presidential candidate? All of that we are going to dissect on tonight's Political Review. If you're just joining us for the first time, you're welcome back on this platform, or you're just welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, you're welcome back. You can subscribe on our YouTube channel. This is our new channel. We are rebuilding from the scratch after our other channel was taken down by those who don't want the people to get the truth. But we are not relenting. That's why we added plus on this new channel, because we added an additional commitment to what we are doing to ensure the voice of the people is heard. And the opinion of the ordinary people are being relayed across the globe as it affects us as a people in Nigeria, Africa, and the world at large. I'm just a voice anchoring this platform, serving you with humility, with all sense of truth and sincerity. Because whatever you get from here is nothing but the truth. So that is why you need to make this place your home. You need to make this place a place where you need to be. Political Review will take it from Mondays through Thursdays or through Wednesdays sometimes, and we have our matters arising. These are live broadcasts we designed to give you a voice. So on the course of this program tonight, as we're going to be deliberating on these issues, we encourage you to be part of the conversation. You can do that by calling these numbers on the screen right here, and you can also join the conversation proper through WhatsApp via the same number here, okay, so that you'll be able to relay your opinion. You can also help us to reach out to as many people as possible by sharing this video, this live feed. Now, let us quickly take a look at the outburst. I call it outburst of Wike. Then when we come right back, I'll be bringing in an associate, an ambassador for good governance, a top leader in good governance ministry, who will be joining me in analyzing this issue, while we wait on you to also bring in your own opinion as we proceed in this program. Let's get there and we'll be right back.
Let me say, and to let Nigerians know that people have called me throughout this morning, all kinds of things, that I went to court against Atiku Abubakar. I want to say categorically, if I had reason to go to court, I would go to court. But I didn't go to court. I just have to say it for Nigerians to know. I have kept quiet. I'm busy delivering dividends of democracy. For my party to win an election in Rivers State, people are busy plotting how they win an election. Rather, our people are busy trying to see how they will lose the election. If they lose the election, nobody should call my name. I have told the candidate, you will lose this election, you will win this election because of people around you. Anybody who knows me knows too well. If I was going to court, I was going to court within 2 weeks after the primaries, because it is a pre-election matter. And after 2 weeks, he can't go to court. The legal advisor of the party called me and told me he knows that there's a mischief going on, that he knows me very well. If I'm going to court, it's not those kind of lawyers I would have used, and I don't even know the lawyers. But I want to tell the candidate, it is the candidate group that are doing all these things. Let the world hear. They are the ones plotting all these things, thinking that they will spoil my name. You cannot. Yesterday they said, I removed all PDP flags in Rivers State government house. We are supposed to be talking about how you win an election. It's not about these rant seekers, around people. They are not doing him any favor. Rather, they are trying to make him not to win the election. But if that's what they wish, I wish them good luck. I wish them good luck. But after my commission of project, nobody should say we started though. Because when I start, I've been on my own. They are looking for trouble when there's no trouble. But this man, the first lawyer from our community, he's late. His name is Resident Nyesom. He said he does not understand this country. That they said, he's not married. People are worried. He's not worried. Oh, Nyesom does not chop his from mother's food. He's not worried. People are worried. Wike is not important. Wike is not worried. People are worried. Rivers leaders, they have not you. People, Wike is not worried. People are worried. My own is to come out in the public and tell the world, allow peace to reign. If you say your mother will not sleep, you too, you will not sleep at the appropriate time. Buhari wouldn't have won 2019 election because you wouldn't have had the spread. But all the states in the south, made Buhari to have 25%. Rivers State did not give Buhari 25%. I challenge anybody. Today, I see people talking about PDP. When we are supposed to have won election 2019 under Atiku, Rivers State get the highest vote. Rivers State get the highest support in terms of logistics. I say to that anybody, let anybody come and contradict me. And people are talking about PDP, that they are loyal. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. So that our party in 2019 election. I told Atiku the other day, I said, you now, all those your governors that you think they are good with you, what happened in 2019? What happened? Nobody wants to see the truth. Lie. Everybody. Today, instead of them to plot out to win election, every morning, every afternoon, every night, weekend, every day, weekend. Weekend is not important. Why are you worried? Weekend is not important. Why are you worried? Allow weekend to.
A biggie man, 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 no. Wike in order for size, oh, biggie man, a biggie man, biggie man, a biggie man.
I have not started politics. All I'm doing now is to deliver dividends of democracy. That's my business. When I start politics, I will shock them. Do you know what I will shock them? They think it was a mistake when I went to read political science. Then I went again to read law. You think I don't know what I'm doing? I will choke them.
Some people think say you dey serve juju, but them no know say na Jesus we dey call o. Moral, yeah. Nobody gets moral like Wike.
You're welcome back again. This is still BVI Channel 1 and we are still live on Political Review. What you just watched is the statements coming from the governor of Rivers State in the person of Nyesom Wike. His outburst had been really giving the PDP presidential candidate a big concern. And his body language, his meeting with other presidential candidates of other parties like PDP and Tinubu in London recently is really not palatable for Atiku. Atiku is losing complete sleep. And also, we knew a couple of days ago, he was there, romancing with the APC, governors and their stalwarts. So some of those things are things we will be bringing to you tonight on Wike's political agenda this 2023. Even the PDP, they don't know their stand. Atiku doesn't know their stand. And I bet I'm yet to understand if he has pitched tent with either APC or even Labour Party. Okay, so we are going to look at these things critically today and the impact it is going to make. Why is everybody talking about this man, Wike? Why is Wike so important in this 2023 general election? What impact do you think is going to make in this general election? Okay, I have a call. I also... Hello?
Hello, my brother.
Yeah, you are live and direct on our program tonight.
What impact do you think is going to make? Yes. Am I aware?
All right, so what's your opinion with respect to what we are talking about?
Well, my brother, it's obvious that the truth must come out.
All right. Can you turn down the volume of where you are listening from, because we can hear ourselves from your own end. We are having a hall back.
Okay, are you hearing me now?
Yes, go ahead. So, what do you think? What do you think about this man, Nyesom Wike, and the politics he is playing, and the outbursts on PDP vowing to sink them or shock them and the rest of them? What do you think? And why do you think this man is important? Why is everybody after him?
Well, when somebody is open and saying the truth, people will hate him. But one thing that everybody should know is that politicians know themselves. After this fighting, you may see them laughing, discussing, eating together. It's like a lawyer. Two lawyers who went to court. And a lawyer may insult the opponent in order to win the case. After coming out from the courtroom, you will see two of them shaking their hands, embracing themselves. But somebody who don't know them in the courtroom may say these people have become enemies. So we, the masses, have to understand these politicians. This is time that we should take the bull by our hand. Enough is enough.
Okay, my brother. Now, from what you said so far, and from what is playing on ground, do you think that Wike is bittered by what PDP did to him during the primary election? Do you think that is what is pushing him in towards this trajectory, towards this kind of outburst? Or do you think he's a loyal PDP man?
My brother, it's obvious that when someone is betrayed, he will show it by action or by words. What he has in mind, he didn't get it. And what do you think that the man will do? He will react. So, the PDP know him. As you remember when they have a misunderstanding, when they said they will not hold the conference in Port Harcourt, he gave them order that that thing must happen in Port Harcourt. Eventually, the thing was done in Port Harcourt. So the PDP knows the support and whatever the Wike has done for them. But I'm not talking about Wike now. I'm not talking about PDP. I'm saying, let our eyes be open. Let our eyes be open.
Of course, it is very obvious. The people must be aware of the political gimmicks of these people. I'm not saying that people should trust the politicians, especially in Nigeria. You know, there are no permanent enemies or friends. You know, you can see them dine and wine today, and tomorrow you see them as political opponents. We understand that very well. But but what do you think? What is happening in PDP with it? Do you think it's going to impact on any of the election generally? Do you think is that important? That's the question.
Well, my brother, it is very important because, you know, when they are fighting, when two people are fighting, the other person over there, it may be its own benefit. So let them continue fighting. How I wish APC also will start their own fighting, their own quarrel.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
God bless you.
I hope you've subscribed on our new channel. You know the old one has been taken down.
Yes, of course.
All right, please help us to reach out to other people. A lot of people are still looking out for us. They are wondering where we are. Our old channel was taken down by the enemies of truth, those who do not want us to be up and running. They continue to, you know, report so many of our videos, and due to the setup of the social media network, our own channel was taken down after so many reports came in. Well, we know that we didn't violate the YouTube whatever guidance that led to the shutdown, but we want to encourage everyone to come back on this platform, subscribe. Let us build that momentum before the 2023 election, because what they want is that when the campaign starts, we will not be up to, you know, relate to Nigerians what actually is happening, because we are going down to the grassroots to expose every of their steps to rig any election come 2023. So that is why it is important everyone should endeavor to bring in people here, because here we are committed to expose these corrupt politicians that have vowed that the lives of Nigerian people will continue to be miserable.
Thank you very much. Let me use this few minutes to commend your efforts and all you are doing. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure is that the youth must protect their vote. You and myself have to protect our vote come 2023. God bless you and good night.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you very much. We are still talking about the man Wike. Is it that important in this election? Now let me just give you some of my own observation and analysis following the trend from the time this whole thing started, the time they were debating who will be where would they zone presidential candidacy of different political parties, and PDP through the same Wike, you know, through the politics we already know he played, even forced what happened in PDP. And what was that? From a reliable source, I got to know that Atiku actually insisted that if the presidential election, according to their own constitution, if their presidential primary election is not zoned to southeast, he will contest. Atiku will contest for the election. He is not saying it should be zoned to the south, because some of them are saying between south and the north, or between north and south in terms of power shift. But Atiku was insisting it must go to either southeast or nothing. And I got reliably information that he was responding to Wike's ambition to contest for the presidency. And the Wike ambition drove him to the point that his close ally, you know, Governor Otto of Benue State, is one of his closest allies, who happened to be the chairman of the committee the rotational committee of PDP, and they come up to say, okay, since they are not going to zone it to the southeast, and they are not going to zone it to the south, in order not to offend Atiku's support, then they now threw it open that anyone can contest. And that, knowing fully well, to be honest with you, that was at that point, Peter Obi decided to leave PDP. Because there will be no chance for him. Even Peter Obi beforehand said, if they are going to zone it to the southeast, he will contest. But it is going to be thrown open. There is no need, because Wike is running the shots in PDP among different southern governors of PDP extraction. So he knows there will be no chance for him. And that's why he had to leave PDP. And when he left, they contested. Then you knew what happened. How Wike was betrayed and he lost. And since then till today, he has been venting anger, venom, you know, throwing up drama and saying so many things that you just heard him say. Even meeting with APC governors, you can see him meeting with APC governors. The other time he went to London, he met with the presidential candidate of APC and as well Labour Party. Then people are asking, what is it with this Wike that is making him so important? Why is everyone trying to appease Wike? Now I'll be bringing in my comrade Ndubisi and Enugu, who will be joining me on this very discussion tonight, so that we will take a look at the whole issues as we are bringing up. And if you're just joining us for the first time, please subscribe on our YouTube channel, follow us on all our social media platforms, especially on Facebook and on Twitter as well. We are there on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter and help retweet some of our contents there to hit the right target. While we wait for Ndubisi to join us, let us have a recap in case you're just joining. Let us have a recap of what Wike said concerning this very election and how it is going to impact both PDP and other presidential candidates. While we are out, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Get more people to join us as we continue in this deliberation. And if you want to be part of the conversation, don't forget to use the numbers here, call it, join us on WhatsApp, and be part of this deliberation tonight. I'll be right back. Let us go back to what Wike said that is throwing up a whole lot of dust.
Let me say, and to let Nigerians know, that people called me throughout this morning, all kinds of things, that I went to court against Atiku Abubakar. I want to say categorically, if I had reason to go to court, I would go to court. But I didn't go to court. I just have to say it for Nigerians to know. I have kept quiet. I'm guilty, delivering dividends of democracy. For my party to win an election in Rivers State, people are busy plotting how they win an election. Rather, our people are busy trying to see how they will lose the election. If they lose the election, nobody should call my name. I have told the candidate, you will lose this election, you will win this election because of people around you. Anybody who knows me knows too well. If I was going to court, I was going to court within 2 weeks after the primaries, because it is a pre-election matter. And after 2 weeks, he can't go to court. The legal advisor of the party called me and told me he knows that there's a mischief going on, that he knows me very well. If I'm going to court, it's not those kind of lawyers I would have used, and I don't even know the lawyers. But I want to tell the candidate it is the candidate group that are doing all these things. Let the world hear. They are the ones plotting all these things, thinking that they will spoil my name. You cannot. Yesterday they said, I removed all PDP flags in Rivers State government house. We are supposed to be talking about how you win an election. It's not about these rant seekers around people. They're not doing him any favor. Rather, they are trying to make him not to win an election. But if that's what they wish, I wish them good luck. I wish them good luck. But after my commission of project, nobody should say Wike has started, though. Because when I start, I've been on my own. They are looking for trouble when there's no trouble. But this man, the first lawyer from my community, he's late. His name is Nyesom. He said he does not understand this country. That they said, he's not married. People are worried. He's not worried. Oh, Nyesom does not chop his from modern food. He's not worried. People are worried. Wike is not important. Wike is not worried. People are worried. Rivers leaders, they have not you. People, Wike is not worried. People are worried. My own is to come out in the public and tell the world, allow peace to if you say your mother will not sleep, you too will not sleep at the appropriate time. Buhari wouldn't have won 2019 election because you wouldn't have had a spread. But all the states in the south made Buhari to have 25%. Rivers State did not give Buhari 25%. I challenge anybody. Today, I see people talking about PDP. When we are supposed to have won election 2019 under Atiku, the state gave the highest vote. Rivers State gave the highest support in terms of logistics. I say to that anybody, let anybody come and contradict me. And people are talking about PDP that they are loyal. Look at them. So that our party in 2019 election. I told Atiku the other day, I said, you now, all those your governors that you think that are good with you, what happened in 2019? What happened? Nobody wants to see the truth. Lie. Everybody. Today, instead of them to plot out to win the election, every morning, every afternoon, every night, weekend, every day, weekend. Wike is not important. Why are you worried? Wike is not important. Why are you worried? Allow Wike to.
A biggie man. Wike in order for size, oh, biggie man.
I have not started politics. All I'm doing now is to deliver dividends of democracy. That's my business. When I start politics, I will shock them. Do you know what I will shock them? They think it was a mistake when I went to read political science. Then I went again to read law. You think I don't know what I'm doing? I will choke them.
Some people think say you dey serve juju, but them no say not Jesus we dey follow. Moral, yeah. Nobody gets moral like Wike.
Yeah, this is still BBI Channel 1. You're welcome back again. We are still on it. Wike's role in 2023 election. His venom, you just heard him make outbursts. Since after that primary election, is yet to recover from the shock he got from there. And the person that called before earlier on this program tonight made it clear that that's how people who are betrayed, that is how they behave. And you can't trust any politician. Okay? Don't forget that you are still in the conversation. You can be part of it by calling this number or WhatsApp. You will join this conversation. +2348104545533. And don't forget, if you are just new on this platform, please, you're welcome. Please click on the subscription button. It is free. And also on the bell for notification. This is our new platform where we are rebuilding back our community after the other one was taken down. It is very important to us and to the general public so that we will frustrate the enterprise, the plan of these corrupt politicians that have made the lives of Nigerian people miserable over the years. So just click on the subscription button, invite other people. Many people are still looking out for BBI Channel 1, but they never knew that our channel that had nearly 200,000 subscribers had been taken down, had been terminated. And we are rebuilding from the scratch. As you can see, we are just less than 2,000 subscribers now. So we need everyone to come here. Do you know why? They know that this platform is a rallying platform where the truth is spoken without fear. And we are committed to expose every corrupt politician that may resurface his ugly head to contest for any election come 2023. So they connive together to buy some media warriors to be reporting several of our videos, and on the course of it, we lost our channel. But we are back, we are stronger, and we have re-strategized to cushion whatever, attack they will be bringing towards this platform. Now, Wike, everybody is now the golden goose. Everyone wants to meet Wike. Everyone wants to relate with. In fact, Port Harcourt has become a pilgrimage for different political parties and presidential candidates. Why is this man called Wike so important to both APC, PDP, and the man of the moment, Mr. Peter Obi? The other time he met them in London, and the deliberation continues to go around, and we are here to discuss it. We are here to dissect it. We are here to look at the impact the role of this man will make on the general aspiration of Nigerian people. Everyone knows that the trajectory, the trend for this 2023 general election for presidential election is towards the man, Mr. Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate. And I've also narrated how the activities and ambition of Wike truncated the opportunity of PDP having Peter Obi as their presidential candidate. And in fact, for Peter Obi to move away from PDP actually boosted his chances of becoming the next Nigeria president. Because many Nigerian people who have lost complete hope on both APC and PDP saw an alternative on the man Peter Obi with a new, unpopular, as they call it, Labour Party. But Labour Party, are they really unpopular? When they talk about structure, that Labour Party do not have structure. What do they really think structure is? The people that rig election for them, the people they buy over to manipulate election, to carry ballot boxes, to thumbprint ballot papers, the people they manipulate to, buy all manner of popularity votes. Popularity vote will soon start rolling out as the presidential campaign, when it is lifted for people to go and do campaign. You see crowd of people surging around APC, crowd of people surging around PDP. It is not going to be a new thing. Those crowds are being bought. We know that. They are not organic. They are part of the suffering Nigerians. They are part of the Nigerian people, the youths who could not get jobs, the youths who are sitting at home because of ASO strike, the unemployed youths, the retired pensioners that do not have hope of where the next meal will come from. Those who are being owed their gratuity. The poor, the dejected, those who couldn't even access education, those who are passing through hell in the name of life. So any little thing that is thrown at them by these politicians, they grab it with two hands. And that is what you are going to be seeing. Okay? That's what you're going to be seeing anytime going forward. But do not be disturbed. Do not be discouraged when that happens. Okay? Let me quickly bring in Ndubisi and Enugu, who will be joining me in tonight's conversation on this political review. Ndubisi, good evening and welcome to the program tonight.
Hello, good evening, Chinedu, and good evening to our listeners. Today is another day.
Thank you. You know what we are talking about? We are talking about Wike and the 2023 election. Why do you think that Wike is that important? And why is everyone surging towards him? Port Harcourt is now becoming a pilgrimage center for political leaders and parties. Why is that man that important?
Yes, I think the man is important. The man Wike, the governor of River State, is strategically positioned to either contribute positively or negatively. So PDP or Atiku cannot afford to ignore him. For one thing, Wike is in charge of enormous resources, and with consciousness or knowledge that people of Nigeria, I mean average people, are hungry. He is too power drunk, too sure of himself, that with his millions or billions of dollars around him, he can buy even an engine. So you can see him dancing around. The average Nigerian politicians are power drunk. So Chinedu, that is why I think he is so important to politicians. Are you there?
Yeah, now you're saying he's important to politicians. You have talked about one of the most important things why they need him, because of the resources of River State. We know the contribution he made during the outing of PDP in 2019. He played a key role. And even the former governor of River State also played a key role for his own party, APC. So it seems River State actually plays key role in deciding presidential elections. It's a very important state. Talking about resource and also food soldiers to carry out or prosecute electoral process and the rest of them. Now, outside this, why do you think what he is doing, okay, do you think that the position of Wike, from his body language and everything, that he will definitely, on the long run, choose any political party outside PDP? Or, from your own opinion, what do you think, from whatever that is happening? I want to get your own opinion from your own assessment of what has been happening. Who do you think this man will finally route for?
Hello, Chinedu. To me, right now, the man is enjoying the form. He's enjoying the attention all attentions are on him.
He,
From PDP, from
he,
APC,
he's a
and
political celebrity.
yes, including Labour Party. He is enjoying himself. So
He's having fun, honestly. Because from the
he's
video, in
having fun.
fact, you have to wait for you to say that. Let us replay that video that actually shows that Wike is truly having fun. I'll be right back.
The truth of the matter is that if you can't beat them, you join them.
I see they see with you. He dey paint them wicked with your designers. He go dey pepper them.
No, but whether you like it or not, if you don't wear it, which state will wear?
Yes, so we can pepper them. Oh, pepper them. With your designers, you pepper them. So pepper them. We can reach and pepper them. We are say pepper them. Your designers, you pepper them. We are say pepper them. We can do a better than the best. So say pepper them.
Let me say, and to let Nigerians know, nobody should say Wike has started though. Because when I start, I want is to come out in the public and tell the world. I'm at peace to if you say your mother will not sleep, you too, you will not sleep. I have not started politics. All I'm doing now is to deliver dividends of that's my business. When I start politics, I will show them. You know what I will They think it was a mistake when I went to read political science. Then I went again to read law. You think I don't want to do it? I will choke them.
Some people think say you dey some people, but them don't know say na Jesus we dey call o. Moral, yeah. Nobody gets moral like Wike.
To be honest with you, this man is really catching fun. He is taking his time to enjoy himself, and trust me, the man has become a political celebrity, just like Ndubisi Adenugu has just reminded us. Honestly, Ndubisi, from the video, the man is enjoying himself truly, like you have rightly said. Trust me, the man is enjoying himself. Andy,
Seriously, yeah.
go on.
Yeah, actually. No, I wanted to say that seriously, he's not under any pressure. He's not under any form of threat or pressure. I mean, he's on celebration mood. He's making fun of the situation, combating the bad situation of losing out to presidential race. You know, so what I can say, the man is just trying to play around. But I know at the end of the day, it's my personal thinking. You pay PDP back on their own coin.
You really think he's gonna bite back? Someone was saying that the guy is, seriously bitter because of what Tambawan did to him, what happened to him, the betrayal he got during that primary election. That is what is instigating his anger and venom. He has never, hidden that very, aspect of bitterness since that time. Isn't it? Now, Andy.
Yeah.
Talking about this 2023 election now. If, from all assessment, he's going to truncate, even the PDP may not even trust him, even though he's still coming out to show that he is a strong PDP member and faithful. and from the rumors we've gotten, I've not confirmed it, that the man's demand on Atiku is outrageous. He has demanded that current PDP national chairman must resign. And he will be the one that will appoint who will be the national chairman of PDP going forward. And other things that we are not yet clear, the man is demanding before he will ever support this presidential candidacy of Atiku. And if the man jumps both between APC and PDP, he met both of them in London. From your own assessment, who do you think he should, or you think he will be routing for?
I know for one thing, there will be serious gang in 2023 general election. A lot of things will happen. Let us look at recent history. During the time of Jonathan's election,
Yeah.
you could recall that a lot of people in PDP, a lot of politicians in PDP, governors, senators, highly placed political, highly placed politicians in PDP, still card carrying members of PDP, worked against Jonathan's interest. It's not hidden. It is then it was an open secret. So I see the same thing happening in 2023 general election, because there are a lot of betrayal. There are a lot of people who are not happy the way things they turn out of party election. I mean party election, electing their candidate. There are a lot of people whose expectations were not met. Looking at APC, you know, General Buhari, who is the president of Nigeria, right from time, did not favor the election of Ahmed Tinubu. Of course, from background, I got to know that he wanted Professor Osibanjo to continue for him. But at the end of the day, we all saw what happened. And I think yesterday again, or day before yesterday, Buhari held meeting with top INEC officials, with other politicians. He made it categorically clear that he will not favor anybody in this coming election. Or sorry, not favor anybody. He will allow. Yes, I think the right word to use is that giving INEC free hands to play their constitutional role, which is organizing election. He made it clear that he will not he will not be on the way of anybody. As the president of Nigeria, the last gift we give Nigeria is to organize free and fair elections. Of course, you should understand when the president of the country is making this kind of statement. Again, in PDP, just yesterday or today, PDP National Chairman Senator Ayo, had an interview with BBC. There, he made it clear that he will not resign. That he was elected for a period of 4 years. He will not resign for whatever reason. And you know, as you pointed out, Chinedu, that one of Wike's demands is that Senator Ayo, who is from northern part of Nigeria, should resign. if the northern person is carrying PDP flag presidential flag bearer. So the war is not ending soon. That is the point I'm making. So I've considered the APC side. I'm also considering the PDP side. So the question on who will benefit from this whole crisis, as in Wike, we are discussing about Wike this night, of who Wike should support at the end of the day. That I cannot say for me. Because Nigerian politicians, we don't trust anybody. I know we're all playing Nigerian politics. But like me individually, I am playing ideological politics. I play politics based on my profession and my belief. But to an average politician, Nigerian politician, anything goes. It's a matter of personal interest. So long as his personal interest is not taken care of, you don't trust what you will do next. So to weaker, don't be surprised that the next day you will pitch tent with APC. Just like Chinedu, you saw Ahmed Tinubu visiting Jonathan. I think today or yesterday.
Yeah.
That he visited Jonathan. The same Jonathan that he blacklisted and called all sorts of names. The same Jonathan that was his political enemy. So that is why some of us should not trust any of them. In fact, you should not even not be giving much attention to Wike. But the essence of this is to at least, but we have followers, to educate them and sensitize them of what to expect in days to come. And the message I'm passing on to them, not to trust all these career, professional, political class, because they are not there for any public interest. They are there to protect their own personal interest. And to weaker, all these things he's doing is to remain relevant, to remain at the center of power equation from 2023. He doesn't want to retire because he told us that he read political science and the law. So after 2023, what do you expect him to do in the game? So that is the way of Nigerian politicians today. Thank you.
Yes, you're quite right. I'm not asking anyone to trust Wike or trust any Nigerian politician. Okay, even as I am an obedient and I am an advocate for good governance, and we've taken side. On this platform, we take side. We are not neutral. That is one different thing about us. Unlike other medias that will be playing neutral. We take side, we pitch tent with the person that meets with our criteria for good governance. From among those who are available for Nigerians to elect. We are not saying, I personally am not saying that Peter Obi is a saint. Peter Obi is not a saint. He is not a man without sin. And I'm not expecting any miracle from him, other than he is quite far better than what PDP and APC is presenting. So you guys should just understand that very clearly. We are not here, I had a treat anybody. We are just here to say things the way they are. And why it is important for us to make this analysis is because we are looking at the truth of the matter is that if you look at the trend, whether you like it or not, where Peter Obi should be getting or is expected to have a stronghold is in the southeast and the south-south and perhaps southwest. These are the areas it's been projected that Peter Obi will have more votes. And it becomes very important what PDP is doing. Just like if you come to the southeast and the south-south, the PDP has very strong hold on the two regions. Just about recently, if not for the southeast defection of Bonny State, that of Imo State and the rest of them, the whole of southeast used to be PDP. The whole of south-south used to be PDP. So the activities of what is happening in PDP, it will have serious impact on Peter Obi presidential journey and the entire revolution that is, being provoked around Nigeria, across Nigeria. So it is important we look at this and how it's going to impact. Then when you move over to Atiku and Tinubu, their chances and the rest of them, to be honest with you, from my own assessment, I believe that what is happening generally, whether good or bad, whether Tinubu gets the support of Wike or Wike actually worked for Atiku or whatever, the bottom line remains that the structure, the true structure, who are the suffering Nigerian people that had passed through hell in the hands of both APC and PDP, have taken a stand, have taken a choice, have made a choice outside PDP and APC. And the man they are looking up to is Mr. Peter Obi. And like I say, don't expect him to make miracle. Don't expect him to be a man without saying he is not a saint. But he is the better candidate or the best candidate available. I wonder what Nigeria would have been choosing from if he wasn't available on another alternative platform. Now, NDBC, we are looking at structures, we are looking at the impact APC or PDP may throw up. Don't get it twisted. From the political analysis, we have talked about the structures and the reality on ground, talking about the PDP and APC having stronger structures because of their political grip on the political terrain in Nigeria. They have the governors, they have the House of Rep members, they have the senators, they have local governments, and many of these people are on their payroll or benefactor politically. They are the ones dishing out contracts, so they can easily mobilize funds from their beneficiaries in government, those who are, making money from government patronage. So all of these are part of the things when people look at it, it's going to play a role. And the bottom line is that where I have confidence is that it will all narrow down to the suffering Nigerians. When they are going to mobilize funds to buy votes of suffering Nigerians, it is left for the Nigerian people to either sell their opportunity to retire these men for just 1,000 naira or at most 5,000 naira, and they will continue in their suffering. It is left for them to make a choice to be used by the corrupt structures of PDP and APC in 2023 election. It is left for them to be used because it will all boil down on them. They are the ones that will actually cast the vote. And their vote will count. If it will not count, the politician will not bring out the money to buy your vote. So that is the situation of things. Now, we have a caller, but he's calling from the WhatsApp video call, but we're not going to take that. Let's try and add him through the audio, because we don't take video calls on our live stream through the WhatsApp. We can take our video calls through our Skype line and the rest of them, but not through WhatsApp. So let me quickly try to add him on this conversation. Don't forget, if you want to be part of this conversation, you can simply call this number right here, drop your comments on the comment section to make your opinion known, so that we'll be able to take your submission with respect to what we are discussing. Hello, Honorable. Good evening. You're welcome on the show. We are live on BBI Channel 1 Political Review.
Okay, that's fine. No program.
Yes, we are on the political review and we're talking about Wike's activities, the role he is playing, and the impact it will make in 2023 election. Do you have any opinion concerning that?
I caught a little bit of the segment. On top of my head, I believe that what has altered the equation now, and prayerfully, permanently so, is this youth tsunami. Everything else before it had been business as usual, acceptable to everybody else but P2B. So when he departed from it, the battle line became drawn between the old order and the new order. The old order being business as usual, including Wike. I see Wike now wriggling to present himself as a beautiful bride, thinking that his position is still as strong as it had been in the old order. But he has one vote. He does not control the tsunami. So if I were in his shoes, I would simply convert, and timelessly so that it doesn't become irrelevant and swept off. Because the tsunami will carry the old wind and old order and everybody on that train away permanently. But God, being kind, who is the author of the tsunami, he has always been a God of conversion.
Yeah.
So I plead with Wike and his life that they should convert repentantly so that God will have mercy on all of us. And we move to the promised land. This is the campaign for hope for Nigeria. There's no time for double speaking or pretenses. Convert repentantly so. Me and everybody else.
Honorable, going forward, we understand that Nigerian people are as bad as the government they produce, their politicians they produce, because it takes two to tango. We see people who are so corrupt that they don't mind selling their votes, they don't mind cutting court, they don't mind, the kind of immorality, decay in our system is just unimaginable. And does that really matter in the political terrain, the moral standard of Nigerian people?
Well, you said it because people are always deserving of the leadership they get. Granted, we didn't start it directly, but God is always sovereign and doesn't allow innocent people to suffer unjustly. So, roundly, we have brought on us the kind of government we have. That is why the gospel must be undiluted. That we all need repentance, including my humble self, yours truly. If anybody knows the dirty hand they've been bringing in our polity, they must repent and convert. We are breaking our head on stomping the ground for our earthly home. Has anybody bothered to ask where we shall end when this life departs? I hope we are going to a better place, and that sustains my faith. And that's my prayer. So yes, we have been deserving of the government we've been getting, but I see God trying to have mercy on us. That is why we must unreservedly repent of our past, by omission or commission. Repent and convert.
Okay, Honorable. you were part of the meeting. You are part of the meeting that happened in Houston with Mr. Peter Obi. Can you give us a feel of what the atmosphere is like in Houston when Peter Obi came?
You know, this is happening in a diaspora environment, and the whole was jam-packed. The seats were, how do I use the word? It was oversold. There are people were standing, people couldn't even come in. And alternative rooms were filled up outside with television stuff following through. So Nigerians from within and around Houston came to the venue. And Peter Obi, as humble as he was, took time to go to everybody's table to shake everybody's hand. There is nothing he told us in Houston that he had not been saying. And if you've been following his introduction, because we're not yet campaigning, if you've been following his introduction and the support all over Nigeria, you would have known his verbiage has not changed much. But his mere presence is electrifying. So people want to witness live what they've been seeing on the television or online. So that's why we came. We didn't hear anything new. We shook his hands and encouraged him and prayed with him. So it's not something you tell somebody. It's something you have to see and believe that it is real, what you're seeing on the internet or on the television. So I thank God for being part of this history. It is history in the making. And when I look back at the effort being made so far, projecting 6 months thereabout to the election proper, I begin to pray that God will come through and through, because resources have been, unimaginable resources are going into this process now. And I cannot imagine anything short of victory being the result overall. So let me be positive and still be praying for that victory.
Oh, okay, that's very wonderful. That's very wonderful coming from you. And for the fact that you were part of those who met with him, met with Mr. Peter Obi, and had one-on-one discussion with him, and also stood in for good governance ministry and conveyed our message to him. So how did he receive the message?
Well, you see, Atiku will tell you he was there. So there's only I will tell you that will be apart from the truth. He came a little bit late due to the organizers' timing, and from where we sat, they promised that he would have time to shake people, greet people, and all that. So after Atiku and I shook him, I introduced myself, we greeted. The place is so jam-packed, and you know, there won't be any time. There wasn't time for any one-on-one. It was after that general greeting that I went on the table to actually make the greeting more intimate, to remind him exactly who was giving him the letter and who was greeting whom he greeted. So he said yes, he remembers very well. I know he does remember me because we were that close, you know. So he didn't have time to have read the letter at that time. But I just wanted for him to know that since the letter was written through me, while reading it, he will now place everything together and respond. So my prayer is that
when he returns to Nigeria, any effort to meet him will be further to that letter that was passed to him in Houston on behalf of the GGM ministry. But when he reads it, he will now see the reason why we are involved in the process of delivering it and welcoming him as well. As to whether he had read it and digested it, I wasn't able to confirm it because of the environmental congestion.
Okay, we understand that perfectly. We understand that very, very perfectly. Thank you very much, Honorable, for that very, correspondence and reporting back to on what happened during the Houston meeting with Mr. P2B as he's touring around the globe, meeting Nigerians in diaspora, conveying their message. You heard him say that they weren't there to hear something different, but they were there to identify with him. They were there to see him physically. And the turnout was quite amazing. He's still there and he will be coming back to Nigeria. GGM, conveyed their message as one of the strongest advocates and mobilizers at the grassroots level. NWC is there to give us also a report on what happened during our outing at Enugu, where we were mobilizing people at the grassroots and why it is extremely very important in this movement. NWC.
Yes, thank you, Chinedu, and thank you, Honorable Chris Bosa. We've been on this mission for a long time. We've been around for more than 8 years, doing one thing, serving our people, serving public interest, laying down whatever we call our personal interest in exchange of public interest. And Chinedu, do you know that in Nigeria, it is not easy to serve public interest, as almost all the institutions you have in Nigeria are against public interest, starting from the police to even INEC themselves, even those immigration, even customs. Individual officers there are only interested in serving their personal interest. So that is why it's a tall dream. It is so hard and so difficult to see people like us in Nigeria. In fact, most people, when they call me on phone, they keep on wondering, are you in Nigeria or are you in diaspora? When you tell the person that you are in Nigeria, surprise will be the word. So, to what you said about our community efforts to sensitize our people, Chinedu, this is what we've been doing. Our message connects with the ordinary people, because the ordinary people are waiting to hear, to see our faces, to hear our voice, to reassure them that there will be a new order, a new political order. And you do know that they've been hearing stories from politicians, promises upon promises, that when one get elected into a position of authority, that their lives will be better. They have heard these kind of stories all over and over again. At the moment somebody goes into government, the story will change instantly. So it's quite difficult to convince people that we are entering a new order. But not when they see us. When they see people like us, instead of us even trying to give them something, it's them that will contribute something for us. They will feel like contributing money to give us our transport money to fuel our cars. That is the level of love we have seen from the people at community level. The old people, the poor people. I think GGM is basically for ordinary people in Nigeria. It's not for the elite. It's not for the middle class. Unless those elites or middle class who are serving in public interest. So what I can report so far is so far so good. But there is always a need for diaspora assistance. There is always a need because people doing this job, they need a lot of resources around.
I was
Even when you
wondering,
hello,
yes, I wanted to
are
come
you
in. I wanted to come in a little bit to get some facts that will be very helpful. Um, this ministry had been in existence before this tsunami.
yes,
It
it
is
has
doing
been there.
grassroots work before this uh, political change. So my point is, are you guys running on this church? That is your registration. Is it for profit or non-profit? Is it like a church tax exempt, right?
No, it's NGO. It's NGO, not government.
What we are,
Okay,
GGM is an NGO and a political movement.
okay, okay. It's an NGO, but I just want to know the tax status because it will have an impact on how you raise your financing from people. That's why I want to know if it is taxable or non-taxable NGO.
It's not taxable.
Okay, all right. So it's non-taxable. It's more or less charitable. Okay, fair
Yes.
enough. That's a discussion for another day. You guys and I will talk privately after this forum.
All right.
But don't be discouraged. Your financial structure is not bad because your mission will lead, has always led, is what I'm trying to encourage you. It's not easy to run a non-profit NGO and be doing this kind of grassroots work and mobilization, sensitization, and what have you. But you're going to be needing a lot of support. The God who gave you this idea is a God of providence. And if we rely on him, he never disappoints because there is work to be done. And there are public spirited individuals that will rally around you. If the more you rely on God, the more he uses individuals to meet you more than halfway in the process. And God willing, this process leads to political change in Nigeria. The sky will be our limits. Okay.
Of course, we are out
So
for public.
I need to confirm. I need to confirm the account that I spoke to you about.
Yes, you told me
Chinedu.
about it. I'll relay with him to be sit down. We'll get back to you.
Okay. All right. God bless. God bless. I'm still
Thank you
listening.
so
Go ahead.
much, sir. Thank you so much. And that is the kind of support we will always want to have from people around the world so that we will keep what we are doing up and running. And I think we have exhausted our time
Hello,
for today.
hello, Chinedu. Chinedu, can I conclude?
Yes, conclude from your own end so that we'll be wrapping
Hello,
up in less than 6 minutes.
let me conclude by saying that what we are doing here is not popular at all. The reason why it's not popular is that so many platforms in Nigeria or even in Igbo land have been hijacked by people who don't mean well for public interest or for the ordinary people. Because I should remember that 2 years ago, when we started this mission to sensitize and educate our people. We actually met some responsible people in our society, some political leaders, thinking that they're on the same page with us, that there is a need for us to educate people to be part of the political process. Why we did that then was that some group of people, agitators, were discouraging people from participating in the electoral process. They were actually telling people to boycott election. That if they boycott election, Biafra will come. And because those of us, we have our background in serving public interest, we know that going that way can never achieve results. We courageously put down our lives down in order to say the truth, even against our fellow people in the struggle. We met people, church leaders and everybody. We never knew and we didn't know that those people never wanted average people to be part of the electoral process. That they wanted few people to be voted so that they can easily buy all of them. So we were never supported. We were on radio station for 2 years doing this campaign for people to be part of electoral process, to go and pick their voters card. Chinedu, you could remember we visited INEC. We wrote a
Yeah,
letter to INEC
exactly.
informing INEC of what we are doing. Are you there?
Yeah, of course, I am. Go ahead.
We informed the INEC of what we are doing. We had to partner with Charlie Boy of Moon.do just to ensure that our message will get that to the people. Even INEC that has budgetary allocation to be educating the people on the need for them to get their voters card could not even assist us or could not even support us to do the job. But they do. They recognize what we do. Or can you talk of Soludo? When Soludo was coming on board, we did everything possible to encourage people to be part of the electoral process. But then, Soludo won the election. Even with chief of staff, if you call him on phone, he will not pick it. If even you call him on phone, he will not pick it. But we were not discouraged at all because we don't or we have never expected anything from them. All what we are expecting is for our society to be a better place. Because I have my source of income, earning my livelihood. I know that if this society is good, my own children will benefit. Every other person will benefit. I will not run away to other countries that even meant sacrifice to do. That is why we are doing what we are doing. Chinedu, let me conclude there. Thank you so much. I thank you for the contribution with us.
Thank you very much, Indubisi, for always being there. And to you who have watched all this while, we really appreciate you. In case you're just joining us for the first time, this is BVI Channel 1 Plus, our new channel that we are rebuilding from the scratch. We'll encourage you to click on the subscription button. It wouldn't cost you anything. Just click on the subscription button. Let us join hands to rebuild this community. Don't say it doesn't concern you what we're doing here. It may not sound palatable. It may not sound what you actually want to hear. But here we tell you the raw gospel truth. The only truth that can set us free. Free from the impunity of this country. Free from the impunity and corrupt system by corrupt politicians. No matter what you are agitating for, whether Biafra, Oduduwa, Arewa, or anything, as long as this system remains the way it is, we will all be going merry-go-round. One stop short to all this is to have a kind of people that has listening ears and feels the pulse of the people. That is why it is important you support what we're doing here. be part of what we are doing at all time, click on that subscription button, share the video, let everyone come on board. Why it is very important? They knew that we pose serious threats in exposing their activities, their criminalities, and their evil against the people. From the east to the north, from west to south, all politicians in Nigeria that are corrupt, we are exposing them. And they don't want that to happen. Many of them are cropping up their head again for another shot at 2023 general election. They knew that we are going to be a threat, exposing them to whom they are, for Nigerian people to retire them. That's why they hired people. They hired with so much money, public fund, they use to hire people to be reporting several videos. And in case you don't know how YouTube works, once so many videos are being reported left, right, and center, 3 of them might click in within 3 months, and it will get your system or your channel shut down. That was how we lost a platform that is over 200,000, exposing the criminality of these corrupt politicians. But it is left for you and I to stand up. That is why we are not giving up. That is why we added plus on this new channel, BVI Channel 1 Plus. That added plus is our commitment to ensure the Nigerian people do not commit another blunder by allowing the same corrupt politicians to recycle themselves back into government. Whether you are a Biafran, whether you are Duduwa, whether you are Arewa, as long as you are a Nigerian, whether you are living in Nigeria or abroad, this is a home for you. This is where you had your voice to be heard. This is where you get undiluted truth. We take a stand and we stand on the truth. We expose evil and we say it the way it is. When we see it, we say it. If you have something around you that is not working well, send it across to us. We will expose it. We are committed to this task. All we need from you is your support. All we need for you is to rally around us. Rebuild this platform once again. Subscribe, bring in more people. We have so many channels that are out there that are being sponsored by these same politicians, distracting you with frivolities. Please, I'm not saying you shouldn't catch fun, but this is very important for the survival of all Nigerians that are trapped in Nigeria by corrupt politicians and the bad system. I'm Asu Janet Peters. I'm just a voice. I have done my part. All you have to help us do is to bring people to this platform. Let this be a home to all suffering Nigerians that wants their voice to be heard. And we can assure you, we are not going to disappoint you. We are committed to this task to ensure that all Nigerians are free. Thank you for watching this far, and I hope to have you back again tomorrow. Same station, BVI Channel 1. Stay blessed at all time. Bye-bye for now. Ndubisi, thank you very much for being part of today's political review. Thank you so much. And I'll be wrapping it up. Please subscribe, like, share, and always be part of what we are doing to ensure we have a better society. Till I come your way on political review, stay blessed, and above all, stay safe. Bye-bye.
Nigerians who are victims of impunity in government by corrupt political class are fed up.